Well, for many of us, our pets are like family, so it's understandable why a patient badly injured in an accident would also be concerned about their dog in the backseat.
Thanks to Bay County firefighters on scene, both the driver and his small passenger were taken care of. Here's the story in this week's Honor the Badge.
I've always been a dog guy.
With 2 dogs of his own, Bay County Battalion Chief Marcus Vigil truly understands the bond between man's best friends.
I love them.
So it's no surprise why his passion for his pups carried over to an accident he was called to on Memorial Day weekend in Panama City Beach.
He hit a tree head on, so pretty bad accident. He was wearing a seatbelt, thank goodness.
But he wasn't alone. The man's dog was his passenger, and despite the patient's injuries, he was concerned about his pooch.
He was real worried about his dog. He didn't even want to be transported to the hospital, but we said, you need to be going to get looked at.
Firefighter Brent Gibson is also on scene, reassuring the patient to focus on himself and then make sure the dog was okay.
So we could have just followed protocol and called animal control, but then they would have had to pick up their dog. They would have had to make contact with the sheriff's officer. So I was just like, well, I'm here. I can deliver the dog for you. The dog was nice.
Gibson loaded the dog into Chief's truck, and while first responders brought the patient to the hospital, Vigil drove the dog to the condo where the man and his wife were staying at on the beach.
As I was just trying to save him a little bit of time and headache, really.
The family grateful for his actions. Vigil says it was no big deal.
Just these people are people, you know what I mean? They're just having a bad day, and sometimes they just have to pick up the pieces from that incident, And in our job, it's pretty easy for us to just help out a little bit, you know what I mean? Just to make their life a little bit easier, even on the backside, So that's all we did.
Honoring the badge in Bay County. Kelsey Peck, News 13. The family was extremely appreciative of Chief Vigil for driving the dog to their condo. All first responders get a free cup of coffee at any area express lane. They sponsor this segment each week.